Hi, I'm Holly and you're watching 𝐾𝐞 TV live from Sydney. This is the stocks in action. We'll be looking at a few updates from ASX listed companies along with a quick glance at developments across equity and commodity markets. And stick around for our stock fact of the day as well. Let's have a look now at some stocks under the spotlight. Shares of ASX listed leading app and web platform Tinybeans Group were trading down today. The company shared that LEGO Systems has renewed its partnership with Tinybeans for fiscal year 2022. We've all heard of LEGO, but for those who haven't, LEGO Systems designs and manufactures toys and materials for kids. And Tinybears is a technology platform that connects parents with tools and resources to help their family thrive. This is the third straight time Tinybeans will be renewing the partnership with LEGO, as well as the largest engagement between the two companies to date. According to the deal, LEGO will continue to advertise its Duplo products to the US families, having toddlers and preschool goers on the Tinybeans platform. The company expects to record immediate revenue contributions from the engagement in the first half of the fiscal year 2022, with payments related to the campaign received monthly. Tinybeans has a user base of over 100 countries and territories and enjoys over 130,000 five-star reviews in the Apple App Store and in the Google Play stores. Moving on now to the next news covering Rex Minerals. Its shares were trading flat today on the announcement of a $50 million placement to fund pre-development activities for Hillside. The placement will feature the issue of approximately 166.7 million new fully paid ordinary shares at a price of 30 cents per share. According to the announcement, the placement will be undertaken in two tranches, an initial $3.5 million unconditional placement and a $44.7 million conditional placement. The proceeds from the placement will mainly be used to fund pre-development activities at Rex's 100% owned Hillside Copper project and to continue exploration activities at its wholly owned Hog Ranch gold property in Nevada, USA. Next in the news is Rea Group, a multinational digital advertising business specializing in property. Its shares were trading up today as the company shared it had completed the sale of its Malaysia and Thailand entities to Property Guru in exchange for an 18% equity interest in the company. It's the leading Singapore property website, and Rea Group has completed the divestment of its 27% interest in 99 Group. The combined transactions are likely to result in an overall net gain of approximately $12 million. Property Guru had announced a business combination with a special purpose acquisition company Bridgetown 2 Holdings, through which the Property Guru business plans to list on the New York Stock Exchange. Rea Group has committed to subscribe for $52 million of equity in the listed entity after the completion of business combination, which is expected to close in the fourth quarter of the 2021 calendar year. After the capital raising conducted along with the business combination, Rea Group anticipates that it will possess an approximate 15.8% stake in the listed entity. And now to our stock fact of the day. This one concerns LEGO Systems, which I touched on earlier. They're the largest producer of something that might just surprise you. Stick around after this short break to find out, while I'll be back with more trending updates for the Australian market.
Hi there, James Preston for 𝐾𝐞 TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. 𝐾𝐞 Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Monday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to 𝐾𝐞 TV.
Invest Nest webinar, 2 must-know ASX-listed emerging stories with Bruce Smallish, Managing Director, 𝐕𝐝𝐴 Silica, and Inderjeet Singh, Executive Chairman, Fiducian Group. Unprecedented times and volatile markets have completely changed the investment preferences amidst the market gyrations owing to the pandemic. Companies primed to ride trends are extending leads. Do you wish to hear stories of emerging companies that are making a mark on the ASX? Then you are in the right place, as we at Kalkai Media get you the emerging stories of companies that are riding the wave. To know more about such promising businesses, grab your free seat for the Invest Nest webinar by Kalkai Media, 26th August 2021 at 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Hear about the success story of an Australian-based silica sand explorer, 𝐕𝐴x Silica Limited. 𝐕𝐴x Silica has been on the investors' radar for its attractive operational footing, buoyant market opportunity and stock returns. To discuss the key attributes of our client, 𝐕𝐴x Silica, and its future plans, we will have the Managing Director of 𝐕𝐴x Silica, Mr. Bruce Smallish. And not just this, unravel the journey of a specialist financial services provider, Fiducian Group Limited. Our client, the Fiducian Group, operates across Australia and offers its services to financial advisors as well as retail and wholesale clients. The company provides premium wealth services and solutions to its clients, delivering double-digit returns to its shareholders over the last 5 years. To discuss the company's future plans, we will have the Executive Chairman of the Fiducian Group, Mr. Indy Singh. Do not miss the exclusive Invest Nest webinar by Kalkai Media to hear from the business honchos themselves. Block your seats now for the exclusive webinar, August 26, 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkai Media.
Welcome back. I'm your host Holly, live from Kalkai Studio, and you're watching the Stocks in Action. Right before the break, we were building up to a stock fact of the day coming to us from Lego this time. Well, here it is. Lego is the world's largest producer of rubber wheels. That's right, they produce more than Bridgestone, Goodyear and other tire car manufacturers. Sounds like these kids have somewhere to be. The next company making headlines is Bnk Banking, a financial services firm. Its shares were trading up as the company announced today that Bnk and Goldman Sachs have agreed on an alliance to originate, fund and securitize specialist mortgage in Australia. Bnk Banking has signed binding definitive legal documents for an uncommitted $500 million in residential mortgage warehouse programs funded by Goldman Sachs. The Goldman Sachs Group is a global corporate advisory, securities and investment management firm. Bnk Banking is to act as an originator, servicer and trust manager for the program, while Goldman Sachs will be providing funding and act as an arranger, structuring agent and distributor for the securitizations. The last company on our radar this session is the banking major Westpac, whose shares were up after the company announced the launch of a new COVID vaccine program in Western Sydney. Westpac is launching the program for its employees and their families placed in those areas. It's joined hands with the government to design a vaccine operation called COVID Shield. It'll offer AstraZeneca vaccines to Westpac's 200 branch employees in West Sydney and about 1/4 of the bank's branch network. The COVID Shield operation is to be open for appointments from August. Around 10,000 Westpac employees live in the top 8 impacted areas of Sydney. Having access to the jab hubs for them will help them balance work and health during the ongoing lockdowns. The bank believes that it is essential to prioritize the safety of employees attending the worksite. Vaccination is becoming critical for economic recovery and is seemingly the only way out of current lockdowns. Before wrapping up now, let's have a quick glimpse through developments across the ASX 200. The S&P ASX 200 is up today, gaining 0.32%. Industrial company CSR is up 1.44%, while retail, drinks and hospitality business Endeavour Group is up 1.32%. 9 of 11 sectors were higher, along with the S&P ASX 200 index. IT is today's best performing sector, while energy is the worst performing sector. Alright then, that is just about all for now, but stay tuned with 𝐾𝐞 TV for more live market updates. We'll be back with more news on markets, economies and diverse themes and sectors. Holly Shields signing off.